Hello there, folks. Jeez. Yeah, so the news just came out this morning, obviously. Governor Evers has denied Brendan Dassey's request for clemency. Yeah. Very sad news. Very, very bad. I mean, this is, but I mean, it's not unexpected. I mean, we've been talking about this and that it was something of a long shot that Governor Evers would do it. But on that same token, I'm reminded of all this, that I've heard about Governor Evers, caring about kids, having a background in education and that sort of thing. And, I just, how, I don't know. To me, it's like, if you give a crap about kids, if kids are what you've spent your life, in the education of, young boys and young girls, and that's what you've made your life about, how do you ignore something that's so obviously an injustice like what happened to Brendan Dassey? How can you do that? It's just unbelievable to me, really. I mean, when I read the article and I read the reasons that Governor Evers gave, I mean, it's like he gave he basically just defaulted to the two reasons that the parole board uses to determine whether or not people are eligible. That doesn't apply for him. So that just struck me as a BS answer, because Governor Evers doesn't have to abide by those rules. Okay, only the parole board has to. He's the guy in charge. So by putting those two reasons out there, just struck me as complete BS. I'll put it this way, Governor Evers, in the future, if you're gonna make a decision like this, at least have the freaking balls to make the decision on your own and not try to hide behind some stupid, rules that don't even apply to you. I mean, that's really disingenuous. I mean, but whatever it is, the fight for Brendan will go on. Of course, obviously, we're going to keep fighting for Brendan. Obviously, Laura Nyrider, Stephen Drizzt are going to keep fighting for Brendan. Obviously, Kathleen Zellner is going to keep fighting for Stephen. And eventually, this BS in Wisconsin is going to be rooted out. It can't just stay the way things are. I mean, if Governor Evers supposedly cares about kids, as he, as I've heard so much, because he has a background in education and kids are, what he cares about, and it's the main, focus of his, governorship, right? It's like, well, how can you watch? I mean, did you watch that confession, Governor Evers? Did you watch the confession of Brendan Dassey? Did you feel that the story was coming from Brendan Dassey? Literally, did you feel that way? Or did you even watch it? Did you even look into it? Or did you hand it off to somebody else? I mean, I'm just curious, because that article, you actually gave no reason other than to cite the two, rules that the parole board is meant to use as criteria. That criteria doesn't apply to you. So hiding behind that criteria, just have some balls in the future, Governor Evers, and just come out and say, no, I'm denying Brendan Dassey because whatever you may think. I don't know what that might be at this point. Maybe you're just covering your political butt. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe possibly you actually do think that Brendan was railroaded, but you're too busy saving your own butt. You don't want to put yourself on the line by doing what's right. Maybe that's what it's all about here. And, but putting up those two BS reasons, Governor Evers, nah. Have some balls in the future. Have some balls and tell us what you really think. All right? Because what's happened to Brendan Dassey is a tragedy. And, you've just caused an innocent man to have to spend more time in prison that he shouldn't even be there in the first place. By the way, your two reasons of, it has to be 5 years after the completion of the sentence, which is fine. That's, like I said, a rule for the paroles board, not you. And then the second one, he has to register as a sex offender. Governor Evers, are you freaking idiot? Are you an idiot? Seriously, actually research Brendan Dassey, Governor Evers. Actually research it. I don't believe Brendan's ever even had sex, Governor Evers. I don't believe he's ever had sex in his life. Not with Teresa and not with anybody else. So how the hell is he going to register as a sex offender? You got to be kidding me. All right, folks. I am doing my countdown here till Christmas here. Every night, so just know that Brendan Dassey is going to be figuring in that. It's I'm going to be having one night all about Brendan Dassey, so you can bet I will be talking more about this at that point. So I just wanted to get on and talk a little bit about this morning. I hope I hope everybody's not losing heart. Obviously, Brendan needs us more than ever. Don't forget that. He is an innocent man. He has been railroaded by a corrupt system, and, Governor Evers just put the rubber stamp on that corruption, basically, deeming it okay, which is disturbing, especially for somebody who pretends to care about kids. It's very disturbing, but the fight goes on for Brendan. Don't lose heart. Remember, stay classy for Brendan Dassey. Don't get too mean or anything. I know you may be hurting. I know we all may be hurting today because of this news, but just remember to stay classy and don't let it get you off your game. And remember that Brendan Dassey needs sober-minded supporters, raising the awareness for him and helping him. So just keep those things in mind, folks. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe, and we'll see you.